Welcome back, beautiful beings. This is part 2 of beautiful Christmas flip opens, floating or glued down. Enjoy the video. Happy holidays. Okay, beautiful beings. I made these in playing with Christmas stamps. They're little doors and they're made from stamps, okay? And there's 2 videos. Playing with Christmas stamps part 1 and part 2. These doors are in there, okay? And I show you how to make them if you have a stamp that's a door. Okay, beautiful beings, I want to show you this one right off. Here's my little bow. Okay, and you unwrap it just like a Christmas present. I just put some wraparound trim right there. Okay, then I just put some more up here, ribbon. Okay, and then here's one with a shop. Okay, and I just put that in there and put some ribbon up there. I sewed it down, and then I just added that in there. Snowshoes. Okay, doesn't really match, but I like the snowshoes in there. The other side don't match. Then I have some poinsettias with a tag, and then I have an envelope, and I just stamped a branch with a ornament. Okay, and then I just put this in there for writing. Okay, piece of scrap. And then here's the picture. I think it makes a really cute pocket. I need to find another one, if I even have any more scrap of this, to make a different tag, because I think I put that in there because it doesn't match on the other side, just to remind me to use that cardstock in here for a little tag. Okay, then there's the door I put in there. I just glued down the bottom so everything would fit in there nicely, and then there's a bell on it with a bow. Okay, again, I show in Playing with Christmas Stamps part 1 and 2 how to make the doors. And I just put that in there. I put a little circle there to hold it down, writing spot, and then tag, I put it sideways because it's too tall. Okay, and then another little tag with these mushrooms. I think it fit in there, even though you really don't have mushrooms this time of year. And then snowflake I just wrapped around for the tab. Okay, and those fit back there behind that very nicely. Okay, here's this one. I just took some ribbon and I sewed the top, and I just put a little glue right here, glue that shut so they didn't fall out, and then I sewed up there. Okay, and this one just has a little tag I put sideways, one we made in a previous video, and then I put a little belly band and paper for writing. Okay, and here's what it looks like without it. Okay, and you just tuck these in here like that. Okay, fits in. I might as well keep going. And then I just use some, there's this one, ribbon with a tag. I just cut some, I kept this part on this side, but on this side I cut it off. And then I just little tiny zigzag paper clips. I need more. I cannot find them. Okay. Where you buy a whole bunch down here. I need to buy like 100 of them, so I have. And it just has a little. Here I made a belly band with another piece of ribbon with some twine, and I glued the sides to hold the top down. I just put some trim. And then this is one that I screwed up. I just wrote Merry Christmas in there with a stamp, and I don't know what you want to call it. Ribbon. Put some on here. I love putting these on my tags. And I did not put anything on this side. Christmassy. Okay. This is a tag that I cut out a snowflake in the middle towards your top. Okay. And then I put this one in here in a card just for writing. Okay. And then more tinsel. And then you just wrap it right back up. And this is from Dollar Tree. I think you can get it in red, gold, white. Red, gold, green, and tie it best you can. Red. Okay. Tag. That's what it looks like. Empty. Okay. And it looks like a beautiful little present. Open. And that one, the Santas I showed you, I glued that in there for a pocket. And then here's this one with a snowman on a windowsill with garland. That's a full view of it looks like. And I have this little tag with deer I put in there with some gray lace. And then envelope. And then this one, I put 2 pieces of paper in it. This is the back of an envelope. Inside of the envelope, it didn't really turn out that great, but it says have a Merry Christmas. I should have stamped it on that side, but it's fine. And then a piece of scrap I cut down to fit in there for writing. Here's one. It's kind of blurry, but the cardstock came like that. I wish it wasn't so. It says Merry Christmas, and I just stuck some stencil up there, ribbon. And then this one, I put a little holder there, circle holder for more writing. Okay. But I think these all came out very, very, very cute. I love them. And they're all unique in their own way. So this all the way over. Put that one in there. And that one. And then you just tie it again. Easiest way is to turn it whichever way it goes. And I just end inside. This one's funky. All my whichever way it wants are funky and look different because I'm not very good at making them by hand without my, and my bows are not envelope puncher, but that's right. It is what it is. Still looks cute. And they're all unique in their own way because they really didn't turn out that good. This one. But they did turn out, if that makes any sense. I just wanted to give you another all wrapped up Santa with a train. Just tie it there. Flip it up. Here I just put some little piece of ribbon. It's really thin. It's for wrapping presents. You know, that thin ribbon. And then I put a piece of lace. And then there's the indoor window look. Looking out. Window. cardstock. Then here's this. And I put different numbers on the different jars. This one says $25. So there's probably honey in that one. Okay. And that's what it looks like on the other side, a little tag. So if you have those little tags, there's an idea for that. Okay. Here's this. I kept a piece of, that's from a die cut. And I kept them back in the day because, in the back. I don't know, because I didn't have much, and I'm glad I did because it looks quite good. Then a circle to hold the flap closed, and then I just put a circle there, because I think I was gonna, I punched it for some reason, and I changed my mind. So that's what it looks like, and more room for writing. And then another blurry picture, and I put it on the side because it fits better. So you just pull it out. I love that cardstock. I really do. I just wish they would have made it so it wasn't so blurry. And then you open it up, and it's on the back of the sweater. And then I flip open the right on with cardinals. And as you can see, it's upside down because I mistakenly did that. So I just tuck it in there upside down. Fix that problem. And then here's a belly band. That's a double belly band because there's a tuck here. And then I put another one on for another tuck. Because all behind here is, we put all our tags. Burlap, big one back there. And burlap, and put all the little ones. And then to make a design, I thought that looked prettier there with that on top. So I just glued them down, but I think dry, and then it's very beautiful. So we have a double. And this one was ribbon too. I don't know if I told you that. And I cut again. It was like that thick, and I just cut part here, paper with the top, and from a die. I cut in the middle of the ribbon, so I could use the other two pieces somewhere else. Okay, see, can you cut up your ribbon and use pieces of it? And then I had this one, I threw it in there for writing, and then an envelope. Okay, and this one I did that one, words on it to match. Now we're going to do this one. This ribbon, it's supposed to be, I think it's how wonky it is on the back, but it's kind of wonky here. There, but I think that's what. But this was on a fabric bundle. Okay. And that's why it's all wonky there. So I just double tied it, and then right there, because see, scrap in there, and that's what I think it works. I stamped it up with a, I think it matches. Stamped it had writing on it. And more stencil ribbon up there. I hope this is giving you great ideas, beautiful beings. Trim, more stencil. These were very fun to make. And then here's the other piece. See, of that same ribbon, I put on the top of that. Okay, and then a flower with a belly band, and then cardinals. These ones are not upside down. I just put season's greetings, and then an envelope. I do have some. This looks pink, but it's red. I just put that there, and then I just continued the music notes with my stamp to match cardstock. Okay, and I think it matches well. I didn't put nothing in these, and I didn't decorate any of them. I figured the owner can decorate them with maybe something they got that they want to keep, and they can put it on there. And you open it up, and there's an envelope and a tag with slids. And then, of course, we made these again in a different video. And then there's little envelope, flip out envelope in there to write on. It's like a little hidden one, sleds, and then an envelope, and then I used a different stamp for this one, and then I just put a piece of scrap in and put red on it, stamped up in red, and that's what that looks like with that stamp. I stamped them before I put them together. There, and that's what that looks like. Nothing in it. It's just ribbon, and I sewed it on both sides. And then here's what that one looks like, the shop pocket sticker. I'm sorry I had to skip ahead on some of these because I still have like 5 more to show you, beautiful beings. Thanks for your patience, and if you're still watching, I appreciate you very much. Then I just tied again because of that ribbon. But I think this is a very good choice, especially if you like the short one look, okay? Short flip over look. Doesn't matter what size. If you get it too short, whatever, this makes it look like a present, and it looks very, very cute. Okay? And we're gonna go to this one. This one to give you a nice close-up. This one looks like so much detail in these stickers. I love these stickers, and I love them for pockets. I love them for pockets, beautiful beings. You open it up, and then those two I stuck in inside of that. This one's sideways again. And I put more of these in here. I have a whole bunch of these, so I put one in every one. I tried to. And then I think I did. I just used yarn, made a bow. And then I just put, you know, that trim that has the little snowball looking things. I just stuck it in there for one there and one on this side. Another glue down, obviously. I like that look. And then this round tag with a deer. Ribbon, and then another flip open tag that we made in a different video. And this video is under idea for unique looking tags using up scraps. And then this card, I put that there. That's what it looks like when it sticks out like that. Okay. I did put a eyelet in there with some twine. And then you flip it open, card. And we have another one. So everything goes in the storefront sticker pocket. Jar. Another jar. See, the detail on them is so good. This one, I put 25 cents or $25. I want to capture that all for you. Again, the Nista card. Honey, believe it or not, this is from a, I don't know, a gift card or something. I just glued down. I have this a long time ago. I glued down paper bag, and then I glued down some gift poinsettia cardstock, and then some branches. I cut it off, and then I went around it with a thread-on gold marker and put lines on it. I think. And then I had another envelope. Very, very cute. Music note. And you can overstuff them. And then I inked it up because I had a stamp that matched that. I've overstuffed quite a few of them. I folded it and made it. And that's what it looks like on this side. It's just plain. Okay, beautiful beings. Again, so I'm going to show you the last one of our glue down ones. Okay. This is the one we just did. Okay. That's what it looks like. With no tags. Little gnomes. And again, belly band. This one I glued on the bottom and sewed on the sides. And then of course we put our ribbon there, our felt. And then here's the tags. And then I did put this one in. The only one that I showed you that I goofed up on camera, because that's the only one it fit. And then I just put a little paper clip there. That's one I didn't. It came apart on the edge, so I glued these around so it would be secured. So nothing fell out. And then I just inked up it with red ink. Okay. Then our little heart paper clip goes on there. It took me 2 weeks to make all these beautiful beings. 2 weeks. So that's why I haven't posted a video, and I've just posted here and there of everything that I've made for them throughout the video. And these tags, I just put lace on there and then lace on the back. And then this one has tab on the side and a saying. Lots of writing room in these beautiful things. And a flip open. Okay. And I have to put it sideways because it's too big. But that's okay. It still looks nice sideways also. See? So don't be afraid. If you make something that's too big, it's fine. You just put it in sideways. Tags. Another one with a snowflake cut out in the middle. See? Okay. And then an envelope. More writing. And then I just put stamps there. Season's greetings. Okay. Now I want to show you close up. Now I got this one for the pictures because they're beautiful. I did
sticker.
This is double-sided cardstock that I glued together, so it's a little shabby Christmas instead of shabby
Santa
chic.
coming down the chimney.
It's
Just
a little shabby
paper,
Christmas because
remember,
it did rip a little bit there.
Just glue it on white
so I just put
cardstock
some glue on there, and then I
either do it around it with your fancy scissors, or make it round, or
and
make
this one
it
has a
square. You
holder.
can do whatever you want.
Circle holder.
Just showing you different ideas, beautiful babies. These were lots of fun to make. Just flip it up, flip it down, turn it sideways because it's easier, and then just tie it up. Now I'm going to show you 4 other different ones with double-sided cardstock if you don't like the glue down look. Okay. That looks like it's a little long on that side, so pull that through. There we go. This is kind of stiff, but it still looks cute. Then we have these tags and another envelope. A little
Did put down
another one,
a sticker there.
Snowflake. Okay. And you flip it open, and it looks like this.
Envelope
full. And then this is a floating envelope. I just stuck it in there. I just stamped some candy canes there, and then I just cut out some ribbon. They had this one's double-sided with some bling on the edges. I don't know if I got it. Then up here, I just put some. I tucked them in down like this instead of standing them up, because when you flip it over, you have to tuck that in, and I didn't want to get right in the middle way or ripped. Make a little pocket up there, and I just put little tags that I had made up in there. Here's the tags for the bottom one. This is a candy themed one. Okay. And then I made just a flip open envelope. And put Seasons Greetings on it. Green out of the paper bag. Like I said, all my envelopes are different. Every single one of them. I'm going to give you a close up of the in-writing card inside of it. The background. And then our jar. And on this one, it says $15. So there's probably jam in it. Everything's so expensive, beautiful beings. I didn't know what price to put on. It all depends on the seller. This one I did a little bit different. I did put the eyelets down and put 2 little circles on this one. And this is a glued down one too. But I didn't put the ribbon because I didn't think we needed it, because we had this. And then I put some string, 2 different strings on it. I'll give you a close up of that. And then I put a sticker there of a little snowman just to cover up the hole. Or that might be a snow girl. I'm not sure. And then the beautiful scenery at the front of the shop. Pocket, sticker pocket. And then I just put some ribbon there. Okay. And then I just put a whole bunch of different things in here for this little pocket. Happy holidays, just a flip open. Joy, cheer, love. Inked up the other side with red. And then a paper bag. Flip open envelope. Okay, and I just stamped it with a gingerbread house. That one. Or just a house. Okay. And then these 2 go in here. And I just put that pom-pom, snowy looking ribbon. And then the envelope. Some of the envelopes are perfect, some of them are not. I was getting better as I went. And then I just put that in there. Okay. This is a good way to use up your scrap. Fill in your envelopes with just leftover scraps that fit inside. And you can also cut them down to fit. Now I have this one. I just put that up there because I thought it went and it looked cute. And I unraveled the ends a little bit. And then I put the rest of that ribbon that I told you I cut apart, I put up here. Okay. And then I just put tags in there. Envelope. I used some. Then I stamped it up. Like I said, all my envelopes are wonky and a little different. This one, I don't even think it's straight. It goes down a little bit, but it still works. And I just stamped up Season Greetings with another stamp of leaves or branches. And I didn't ink this one up. I just stuck it in there. And I just did the crisscross. Flip it down for this one. Here's our here's our simple sticker pocket. I just love the scenery again on these. I can't help it. I think they're beautiful and they make beautiful pockets. And here's the tags I put in there. And then just a little envelope. Let it snow for writing. And then up here, I put another one in there. Envelope. These are the easiest ones for me to make, is these envelopes. With a little circle holder for the flip down. Okay. And here's what it looks like with nothing in it. And a close-up of that one. Another window looking outside. Okay. I got one more Beautiful Beings and I'm done. That looks like plain see-through ribbon. I love see-through ribbon, and I just sewed the sides. And the last but not least, Beautiful Beings. I just took that tinsel ribbon and put some up there. I cut some off, and then I put gingerbread. This is another candy and cookie one. Okay. Then you flip it up, and I sewed down some more ribbon. And here's the back. Just put a little bit of glue there to hold them in. It looked like a little present. And I glued it. And then just a little bit in the middle, and then I sewed down the sides. Have yourself a Merry Little Christmas, Beautiful Beings. And that's what it looks like. Nothing in it. And then I stuck a whole bunch of goodies in there. Okay. This is a die cut. And I have to erase that. I didn't realize that was still there. Flip this down, and then just a tag or sticker. And then an envelope flip up. That one came a little bent out, but it still looks nice. And a mason jar that I need to put something around. There's lots and lots of room for detail in those shops. And then I just stuck these two pieces. This is a piece of scrap. I stuck that in there. Like I said, you can overfill these easily. Santa, old-fashioned Santa. And then up here we have another snowflake punch out. And then there's this one. Coin envelope. I just stuck a white paper clip, little small one. And then I stamped on the inside. Very simple. And then a close-up. Up here I put those thin pieces of velvet, white velvet, and then I put ribbon, and then I put bling on top of it. And then of course sewed, glued in the middle, sewed another bottom pocket made out of ribbon. Okay, so there you go, beautiful beings. I hope you enjoyed the video and you got lots of great ideas. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful everything.